You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat. All right, here we go. We're at the workbench again. Hello, everybody. Let me switch the cameras right here so you can all see me. We're streaming from Rumble Studio again tonight, and I'm trying to monitor this on the thing. Okay, and let me see if I could pull the chat up here. All right, so let me review the chat here. And unfortunately, on Rumble Studio, I can't bring up the chat ahead of the time like I do on YouTube when I schedule a stream. So I'm going to do this from YouTube. I'm going to do it on YouTube and Rumble tomorrow from Rumble Studio, the Workbench Wednesday. So this is just really a test for that tonight, because I just wanted to make sure that this all works, because I had to rearrange some stuff. It wasn't working on YouTube before, and I'm not sure if it was because I had it for Rumble Local and YouTube. I should be able to do 5 or 6 different locations, but I deleted YouTube and then re-entered the information on YouTube on Rumble, and now it's working. So how you doing, everybody? I see we got Bernard C. and Jim over on Rumble, and over here, I got to look over here on my laptop to see who we have on YouTube. And let me just start off with, from the very beginning, some of the chat on YouTube. So here's where we started my first comment on YouTube earlier tonight. And then Reggie popped in. But I don't see his first couple of comments on there. So okay, then Jim Tedesco popped in. I said, hello, Jim. Russ's Rock Railroad. Okay. Then Grandpa Rails. Okay, good to see you in here. Who else we got? Kyle Stevens, good to see you. You are way blurry, Tom. Okay. I'm looking on my, I got me up on the television, just the monitor up there. It looks okay there. Okay. Now this is on Rumble. You can see the little icon right down here on the bottom. These are Rumble And these are YouTube. You can see the little icon there. Okay. Right there. Right there. Grandpa Rails again, and then Kyle Stevens. And then, uh-oh, what happened here? Uh-oh, I went to Kyle Stevens' channel. How about that? I clicked on his name instead of that, and it just took me to his channel. So, all right. So there we go. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let me put the lower third in here. And I'm still learning this thing. Okay, there we go. So we're going to pick up where we left off last night. And I still have this taped down here because I had to prime this. And I primed this this afternoon. And then I put some paint on it. And I put all the paint back. But I used Canyon Orange for the brick. And let me change the okay, let's get down here. So Canyon Orange for the brick, and then there's two different colors here. There's Buff, and I can't remember what the other one was. It was a lighter one. But let me see if I could find it. Well, I don't know. Shoot me, because I can't find it. Okay, but anyway, what we're going to do tonight is put some signs on here. That's what I said I was going to do last night, but I had to get over here and do some of this stuff. Okay. Jim says video is good now. All right. And make sure you subbed while you're over here, Tom. Yeah. And Randy Rock and Roll Railroad. Okay. And there we go. All right. Okay. So I cut out the signs last night and painted all this stuff. And if you were watching last night, after I put the alcohol and India ink on here, everything warped. And so last night it was warped the other way, and now it's warped this way because it's thin and there's no bracing on this whatsoever. And normally what I do was when there's bracing on this side, I put the corner post on the opposite one, but in the instructions it showed the corner post on these right here, the same ones with the bracing. I don't normally do that, but I said I'd follow it and see what happens, and this is what happens. So whenever I go to glue this thing on here, it'll straighten it out. But what we have tonight, we got the bump outs to put on up here, and there's a bump out on the bottom, and we're going to put the signs on there, and it's going to be kind of difficult because this is board and batten, so it's going to be a little wonky trying to put the sign on the board and batten like that. So we'll do it. I think I did it on one of the other ones. So if you didn't know, I'm streaming from Rumble Studio. And I'm going to be, every time I do something on the Workbench, I'm going to do a stream on Rumble Studio instead of making the videos, because what I've been doing, I've been over here, at the Workbench making videos. And then after I'd made the after I did the videos, I would have to transfer it from this computer here. I would transfer it to the computer in the other room. And then from the other room, it would sit there, and I had to go on the computer that I normally stream from and then grab it from the computer in the other room. Really weird, That's been that way. I'll take that because for 4 or 5 years, ever since I had Windows 10, I haven't been able to connect any of the um, computers. So I'll be glad with this where I go from here to there and then grab it from over there to there just to get the computers on that computer over there so I could put it into software and render it, stick it all together, and then upload it to Rumble and to YouTube. This way, it's a lot easier. It's instantaneous. I don't have to worry about any of that crap. So it's going out now, and plus Rumble is doing a promotion right now for Rumble Premium. Uh, it's $10 a month. You don't have to go on Rumble Premium, but you can follow me on Rumble. Just go to rumble.com/Tom Kovichak and follow me, and you'll be able to watch the videos right there on Rumble. And if you want to go ad free, just like if you go ad free on YouTube, pay $10 a month, and you get a little bit more benefits than that. And so here we are. So let me go down to the other one, and I got to keep looking away because I can't put the laptop in front of me and do all that stuff because I don't have enough room here on the workbench. But give you a closer view of it. This is to simulate stucco and the brick, where the stucco had been coming off, and I might have to weather this brick a little bit more after I put the signage on. So let me see if I could grab my thing here. Hold on. All right. So I'm typing right now, and I'm putting this. There's how you find me on Rumble, and hopefully this goes out on YouTube also. So it should. But anyway, this is just like StreamYards. I could bring in guests on here if I wanted to. I might do that sometime. Don't know when. Okay, so hey, Anfield, good to see you in here. All right. It's late here, night all. Okay. And it showed up there. And it showed up on YouTube also. Okay. So when I type in here, it shows up both on Rumble and on YouTube. So, all right. Good to know. All right. And I could also do private, and I could also switch this to just doing let me see if I could do it like this. Oops. It's kind of hard to okay. Let me see. Okay, only on Rumble. And then I could do only on YouTube. So when I do that, so there we go. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get down to this right here. I cut out these signs last night, And what I noticed when I took the 123 block off of here, and they had a something in the text about a window, and I really didn't pay attention to it, but the sign goes right here. So, and they cut a hole right there for the damn window. So I'm gonna have to do something else about uh, the sign, because this is the back wall. You ain't gonna see it from the back. There's nothing on the back, but I could put it on the back. I could probably put it on the back, but I'll have to find something to put up on the front because they put a damn window right there where the sign goes. So thank you, Art, again. Hey, Sparky, good to see you in here. Okay, I got to see where you popped in here. Yeah, one starts with Y and the other starts with R. Yeah, there you go. And the only bad part about this, when a chat goes up, the only way to get it off is to click on the chat or else put another chat up in there. But if you go back, you got to go back again and find the chat. It's hard to find on the laptop, but I'll get used to it. I should bring out my other monitor the next time and do that. So I think I'll put this sign on this wall back here on the back wall because they screwed me up for the front wall. And I'll print out it. I'll get another one. I'll cut out another one, but I'll leave the bottom line off of it because it doesn't go, and I'll just do Hawkins since the supply is vertical on that. So let me do that right now. Let me cut out the one sign that says Hawkins before we get any further. Put the sign upside down and it will miss the window. Well, right over here is a shed. So there's a shed right there. So I can't put it that way. So this is the only way it goes. So let me cut out this other one. And I'll do the bottom one here. That looks good right there. And I'll go right above this line so it doesn't look like it's messed up. So I'm finding all kind of problems with this kit. It seems like on every one of the buildings there was something wrong with it. One of them was not enough bracing. The other one was didn't supply the 2x6 for the railings. Another one had something to do with the windows. So I'll have to go back and look at the videos to see what the problems were because I can't remember. My train of thought has left the station. So let me get that out of the way right there. And so Bernard said, left a comment, and he said he never heard of the tacky glue before. So it's available at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. It's at Walmart too, and I got this at Lowe's. They have it at Lowe's too, and sometimes they put it on sale. But to put these signs on, we're going to be using white glue. So, and I put the white glue in here because it's easier to dispense in a plastic bottle that you could put a lid on, because I had it in glass and I had it in an old Elmer's glue thingy, and it just messed up. Hey, John, good to see you in here. All right. Russ, I'm doing every time that I go and work on the workbench, I'm going to do a live stream on Rumble Studio. I'm still doing the Workbench Wednesday, and the Workbench Wednesday is going to be the regular format where I do the train shows and do the promotions for the supporters and all that good stuff, and then go to the workbench. On other days when I'm just sitting here at the workbench, I'm going to be going live right here, and it's going to work out, I hope. Doing okay. I knew what you meant. I like the ding better, but doing that'll work too. But white glue is for the signage, and I got to make sure I give it enough room. So I got to figure out where, because this is the one bump out on the second floor. So I got to make sure that I put it down low enough to miss the bump out. Okay, and these little deals go like right here. So we'll put the bump outs and all the other stuff on after we put the signs on. So I'm just going to put a little mark right here and hope I could see it. And I might have to put my goggles on to do this. So, okay, I could see it now. All right. So we'll put this sign right here, and I'll put it lower. So maybe I should take the white border off the top. Yeah, let me take the white border off the top and take the borders off the sides also, so it looks proper. My first job at a laundry, I was the maintenance manager. I didn't have to do any work. I just had to manage the mechanics there. But in the office, they had a real big office there, and this was owned by it was a joint venture by 3 hospitals in the Westmoreland County in Pennsylvania. It was called Centralized Linen Service, and in there they had the printing. They had a really big Kodak copier, and they made all the forms for the hospital, and they had to cut out all their little stuff like this and arrange it on the paper. And it was meticulous and a long process just to make stuff. They cut out little photographs and everything and arranged them, made copies of it. And this big copier was about the size of I'd say 3 foot by 8 foot by what 3.5 foot high. So that's where the sign's going to go right there. And hopefully I can get it straight. So before I do this, let me find this thing right here and scrape off the old excess glue. So I'm glad we finally got this going on YouTube. We got 30 people on YouTube and 14 people on Rumble. So that's a pretty good show of hands. And if you'd like to come and join me on Rumble, you could do that also. I put the link in there earlier. And I could also do an after party on here. But the only thing is, the way that you knock off the YouTube, it just blurs everything. You don't hear the audio. The stream is still live, but the video is all blurred and you can't see it. And it'll say, I think it says, join me on Rumble. Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I did this about a year ago when they first came out with the Rumble Studio. That's how long they've had it. And they just started getting it working. They've been perfecting it and finally got it working good enough to where I'm satisfied with how how the dashboard is, how it's set up, and how I could do everything on here. So let me concentrate and see if I could get this on here straight and in the center. Now, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll sand down the back of it, but it's really not necessary unless the paper is really thick. But I just take the burnishing tool, and the lines for the clapboard are going that way. So the first thing to do is just go along with the lines, and that'll help the excess glue come out. And then it'll go this way, and you'll be able to see the lines a little bit better. And then try to follow the lines with the pointy part. All right, so here we go. And I don't know if you could see how well you could see if you could see the lines or anything in there from here, but you get the idea. I could see them. They worked out pretty good. So that's the front. Now let me do the back, and I'll probably mess this one up because it's a 90-degree angle. So, and when it's like that, I end up, the last one I had one like that, it was on Cigar Corner. I ripped it. So let's see if I get any better with this. Okay. I'll put that just a little bit lower than the windows. Make sure this gets straight over here. Okay, well, that's close enough. All right. And I forgot to put the music in the background. So as soon as I seeing that, it wrinkled it just a little bit there. Oops. Got a little aging there. Okay. Okay, now this one's a lot of lines to follow, so okay. Yeah, this takes a while, but it looks good in the long run. And nobody's going to see it in the back unless you pick the building up and turn it around. Unless I find another location for it and move it around, which I've been known to do. And while I'm doing this, I'm a little bit further away from the microphone, so you might not be able to hear me as well. Okay, so that's that one. I got a little bit of ding in the back, but that's okay. And it looks like it's coming up a little bit, but it looks like it's worn. I get instant weathering. Okay, so that's that one there. Okay. Okay, just catching up on the chat here. Okay, Reggie was in here earlier. There's Gerald. Link did not work. Try it with C. Tom Kovichak. I don't know. If you look in the description in my YouTube stuff, the whole YouTube Rumble simulcast confuses me a little sometimes. There you go. Well, eventually, I'll be doing more on Rumble than I do on YouTube. So, I encourage you to go over to Rumble so you'll be able to see more of it. Because sometimes it doesn't work on YouTube. YouTube gets a little bit finicky. And then Todd, oops, I just pulled up his. There you go. I clicked a little bit too high and it pulled up his thing. Okay, Otter Creek. I've got the stream on both platforms. Good to hear. All right. Oh, good evening, Reggie. All right. That sucks. Yeah, YouTube kind of finicky. So, yeah, like last night, it didn't work on YouTube. I tried to stream it on YouTube and it didn't work. It hasn't snowed about more, just been cold. It hasn't snowed down here in a long time. I'm glad. How does Sparky get in trouble? I don't know. Down in the 20s here. Well, it was in the 80s again today. When he puts on 12, I turn the volume way up. There you go. All right. Gerald said, I'm here now. Yeah, I gotta get a better. Once when I have Rumble Studio up, I can't pull up my thing, but I might have to go to the other computer and get the link. Okay, the link in the Rumble chat, is that the one that didn't work, or did it work? Okay. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Glad you can make it. And Ken Amos Jr. All right. I'm glad we got a bunch of people here on Rumble. All right, Thomas Grassi. Good to see you in here. Thanks for stopping in. We're streaming live from Rumble Studio. And like I said a little bit ago, sometimes when I'm doing at the workbench, instead of doing a video and then taking the time of transferring it and then doing all that other crap, I'm going to just go live so I don't have to waste time with all the rendering, copying it and rendering it and posting it up on both platforms. So this way it's instantaneous and up on both platforms when YouTube accepts it. So let's put the 7-Up one here. And I'm using white glue for this, but I have it in the Aleene's tacky glue container. And this paper right here, I'm not sure. I bought some signs, and I'm not sure who was the manufacturer of it, but it seems like it's a little bit thicker than the regular paper. But I'm not going to sand it down. We'll just try to distress it a little bit more once it's on there. And I hope the paint is dry enough. It's too late now because I just did it a few hours ago. And I used a couple of different colors on the stucco part. And I did it. I made I did a photo of it, but I put the photo on the other computer, not on the laptop. So I'm streaming from the laptop, so out of luck. So I can't show it to you right now. And I got an RC Cola right here. Where's my tweezers? It's a little itty bitty one. So what I'll do is just dab it in there and put it right here. And try to dab off the extra glue before I use the burnishing tool. This one I got to be careful with because it's little. It's a little itty bitty one. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got RC and 7-Up on there. All right. All right. I finally got here. Tom link did not work for me. All right. Well, it worked somehow. Somehow you got here. Okay, Reggie's over here now too. Okay. A boxcar bill still have a few edits to make. I got a bunch of box cars and stuff. Is it cowhide? Stucco. Okay. Did I miss Chasco in here? I seen hello Chasco. There you go. All right, I had to go way back here. You've been lurking. All right. Thanks for stopping in. And then Dundas Junction. Did I get you earlier? I've tried printing on tracing paper. How did that work out? Tom, if you reverse your temp, that's our temp. 8 degrees. Oh my goodness, that's cold. No, thank you. I remember that from when I lived up north. Don't like that whole old cold stuff. I went the long way, Tom. Okay, all right. Derail. There you go. So the 7-Up sign in on stuck. Okay. Okay, where'd Peter go? I see him say hello, Peter, but I don't see him in the chat here. So I'll just do it like this. Must have been a while. I got bad eyes. It's real small on here, so bear with me here. Let me see if I can find it. You got to go back a ways, huh? Must be invisible. I went back a while. Holy moly. Can't find it. Well, there's Grandpa Real saying hello to everybody. There you go. Okay. I had to tape it and cut out normal printer paper to get it to feed. I rubbed the printer ink on on the boards. I thought it turned out well. Reverse image for the rub. Okay, that sounds good. It's hard to find, I used to do it on 18-pound paper, but it's hard to find 18-pound paper anymore. What I can't remember if it's Office Depot or Staples here. I think it's Office Depot here, but they didn't have 18-pound paper. They got 20-pound paper and heavier. Oh, thank you, JD. The tracing paper. There you go. I knew what you meant. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, I got one more sign. This is the hard one right here. This is on the board and batten. We got all these ridges on there. Ruffles have ridges. And this is more, it seems like it's deeper than the ruffles ridges. So let me clean some of this off of here and get ready for that. And I said I was going to put the music on it, and I forgot. So I got a few tracks on here. As soon as I get this cleaned off, I'll click on the music, and so you could listen to that while I'm concentrating on putting the sign on here. And they put the music all the way down at the bottom. Okay. Here we go. The Blues Medley. Okay, now I see you popping up in here. Okay, there you go. I didn't see you earlier. Okay, now I see it. Okay. I didn't see it when you first came in, though. Good to see you in here. Let me take a look at this right here. Okay, we got music. The only thing is, I can't hear it, I can't monitor it, and it doesn't have a countdown timer on it. Uh-oh, another sci-fi story. Oh my goodness. Too loud. I can't turn it down. I got it down as low as I can. I got it down to minus 12 dB, way lower than my voice. So I can't adjust the volume on it. So I'm not going to be talking anyway while I do this. I'm going to have to put a little bit more extra on it because it's got all those deep ridges. Okay. This is going to be fun. try to do it this way here. Do the vertical because of the flat board and batten. Gotta get it. Okay, that was with the thick end of it. Now let me try it with the thin end. Might need to put a little bit more, just a little glue on the outside. Not that much. Edges is where the batten is sticking up. Comes up just a little bit. Go lightly across it, and that'll wear out the top, so you can see the battens. Reminds me of when I was in New Orleans when they playing the washboards with the spoons. All right, so here we go. I think that turned out pretty good. It turned out better than I thought it would. Gerald bought a chair too, huh? Alright. I hit the back of the paper towel with the sandpaper to fade the weather a little bit. Well, I normally do that, but I didn't want to do the back of it this time. But once it's on there, once it's glue, I'll go over it with steel wool a little bit. This is, okay, hold on a second. Let me get the box. This is Merchants Row. And this is this building right here. I did these three already, and I'm working on this one. And these two buildings fit up against it. And see how they have Hawkins Supply there? Well, I don't know why they added a window to it. in where the supply should be. Well, I'm monitoring this on my cell phone, and I could hear my voice when I'm talking, but I can't hear the music. So when I'm up against the microphone, my voice is up. But when I'm actually working on something, I'm away from the microphone, and you probably couldn't even hear me anyway, even if I didn't have the music on. Oh, I already did that one. Sweet chairs. I had one when I first started my business. I got a chair. This was back in 1988, 89. It cost $1,300. It was from Relax the Back store, and it lasted me like I got rid of it in 88, 98. I had it over 30 years. The metal part was still good. The cushions were still good. It was just the back of it was falling apart. 84 pounds. Wow. Yeah, some of those chairs, it'll last a lifetime. Not meant to carry the chair around. Yeah, it's supposed to sit in it. It's hard to hear, Tom. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Holy cow. Can you hear me now? Drowning you out. See, I got that. That's what I was complaining about the Rumble. You can't adjust the volume on it, and I added this when I put the volume down real low. So let me just cut it off. Good live stream. Oh, thank you, sir. Chasco says he can hear me. He got headphones on. There you go. That's the way to go. Music sounds great, but everybody complaining about it. So I just shut it off. Maybe I'll put it on later when I'm not saying anything. So, all right. Yeah, good investment. Yes, it was. Make sure I don't cut myself when I'm doing this. It might be time to change this blade. It's getting a little bit dull, I guess. All right. Does anybody know what Kitty's building? I just showed you. Oh my goodness, you weren't paying attention? I got to pull this out again. Here we go. Merchants Row. There's 5 buildings in it. I'm doing this one right here. These 3 right here, I already did. They're already up on the layout. Happy grazing. There you go. All right, Ken. Take care. Enjoy the chair. Doghouse. There you go. All right. So what's next? Okay. So I got to put the bump outs in, and the bump outs go on the front. And what did I do with the front? The front's right here. So we'll put these off to the side. There's 2 bump outs. And this goes on here like this. But I think inside here, I got to put in 1/16 of an inch, or what's it called for here? So nothing on the front, but on the side, it's 1/32 by 1/16 in the doorway. So one of these is 1/32 by 1/16, and the other one's a 2 by 6. So I got to figure out which one's which. They're pretty close to each other. Okay, so let me get out my little measuring tool here. So I could do this properly. And I have to take the battery out, because even though this has got, it's raised up there, if I leave the battery in there, somehow it pushes the button when I close it and turns it on. So I run the battery down all the time. Okay, that's millimeter. This is inches. Okay, so measure this one. One of these is a 2 by 6, and one of these is a 1/16 by 1/32. So that's 0.071. So 0.071 is 0.060 is 16th. So let me go with these smaller ones, and that's probably not much different. 0.06, that's 0.073, 0.33. Okay, that's 1/32 by 69, 0.069. It's a little oversized. Okay, this one is 0.69, 31. Okay. They're all measuring out the same. That's 0.67, 0.71, 0.27. So this is 0.27 by 0.71. It's 0.32, 032 by 70. So they're all pretty close. But one's supposed to be one size, and this is 0.026. This is the smallest, 0.68. That one's the smallest right there. 0.64, 0.34. So none of them have the same dimensions, and they're all pretty close. Oops, no, Mitayodo. Good night, Cal, hand, pink waving. Okay, Cal, good night. I missed you. Thanks for stopping in. And Grandpa 2724, thanks for putting that up there. And Curly Express, how you doing? Good to see you in here. I'm trying to figure out which one of these is a 2x6 and which one of them is 1/16 by 1/32. And they all measure out pretty damn close. So to me, they're interchangeable. So it don't matter which one I use. So let me put this away. Oh, let me show you how, I think I have one here, how we used to do it. My Harbor Freight caliber has the same problem. The instructions were pushing on the button when it was in. Yeah. Go figure. Okay. My original one, I think this was my second set. I had a couple of these, but the old-fashioned way, and I can't even get it out of here. Hold on a second. Gerald, you still in there? You can relate to this, where you have to line up the lines on here to get your reading. Like a slide rule. Can't do that anymore with my eyesight. Vernier calipers, yep. The old-fashioned way, huh? Federal. Nope. No, not federal. I didn't get these in the Air Force. They're called General. Let me get out of here again. General MG. Made in Italy. Okay, made in Italy. I don't know. Well, you get the glare there, but made in Italy. General MG is the brand. Oh boy. Okay, so where were we? I got to cut some pieces here. And something goes, and it goes on the bottom too. So you got to put something here, like so. So I'll cut one across the top. I'll mark it. And cut. Okay. And I got to leave enough room on the bottom because one goes on the bottom also. Cut it there. I'll cut two of them. And then another one this length for the bottom. Little itty bitty stuff. Okay, so there we go. All right, Todd. Have a good night. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping in. We'll be back on tomorrow night on Workbench Wednesday. But I'll be starting on the other computer tomorrow night. And hopefully I can get all the stuff on there, like all the train shows and stuff. And yeah, I got to do a train show haul. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the glue in the spaces in here and then add the little pieces of wood. Yeah, I had to figure out what these things were. Had to look the instructions to find out what what they were for. Okay, so Put that in there. This one right here. This one right here. And then that one might be just a little bit too long. So just trim a little bit off of it. Okay. All right. Yes, it is. Really fucking small. Okay, so do I need to put any corner bracing on this, or does it fit snug? I don't see any corner bracing on here. So how wide is this thing? So it fits snug. So it's going to be right up against it, right there. So I'll put the heavier side on first on here. And it was too short on that side. Hold on. Let me get the bigger one. Here's my low profile one here. I got too many paper towels over here. I can never find my low profile one. Okay. Bear with me. I'll just have to use that one there. Okay. Keep that like that. Alrighty. Kind of quiet without the music when I don't say anything. Okay, I'll just leave that there. Just like that. All right. Okay. What else do we have here? Let me see. While that is drying, let me work on, I'll do that later because these things go, and I have to cut another piece like here because this little piece right here fell out and I don't know where it is. I'd have to check inside the box, or no, it was sealed in the plastic, so it might be on the bench here someplace. But it fell out. But that is part of the top bump out. Let me cut this thing off too. That thing is square. It goes like that. These pieces here. And these, I think that is the frame for that window for the dormer. So this is the door right here. So this is the double door. So we'll work on this right here. Okay, the second level is peel and stick, so that'll work out good. I'm going to have to look up what this LB means because this doesn't take the stain like the regular wood does. You know, I hit this with 2 coats of the stain, and it does comes up a little bit different, so that's all right. We'll deal with that. But these are peel and stick, so you don't have to worry about gluing them. The only thing is, sometimes you got to play around with it to get the backing off of it. There we go. There's one door. There's the other door. Okay, now let's do the window. Where's the window at? Here we go. Here's the window. Laser board. Is that what it is? Laser board? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not doing N scale. That's for sure. There you go. That's a good idea. You could all sing. Yeah, yeah. All right. Laser board. Okay. It doesn't work very well. Plastic impregnated. Jeff Sykes also would like to know, I won the structure contest at the show and won 75 old wood freight cars in their boxes. All right. Good to hear. Woohoo. Dave at Thunder Mesa uses it sometimes. Okay. All right. Let's get this off of here. That's the frame, outside frame. There's the window panes. Put that up there. Let's get this. All right. Oops. I flipped it around trying to put it on the non-sticky side. How did that happen? Okay, there we go. Okay. Now this frame fits around it, and I'm not going to put that on until I'm ready to put it in the wall. So we'll just set that because that'll go on here. I'm assuming that that's where this goes. You mean I have to refer to the instructions again? Okay, hold on. Yes, I am glad that I am not doing N scale. Yeah, that fits in there like that. Okay. I might have to shave down that little nub that's on there. All right. Well, don't you just hate it when you got to do a lot of sanding to get it in there? Got to do the edge also. Now the acetate might just be sticking up just a little bit too far. There we go. All right. Got that there. So I'll put the frame on it and then put a little bit of glue on the other side of it just to keep it in place. Okay, so there is the window for the dormer right there. Okay, I already got that one there. All right. So what did I do with the dormer thingies here? These are for the dormer. And I'll put all this together and I'll wait till I do the roof before I put the dormer together. That goes there like that. So like that and like that. And then these go like this. And there's some smaller doors that fit inside there. And let me see if they got. I'm just going to leave it on there because this isn't peel and stick, but those are the smaller doors. So let me do the back door here. I'll glue that together because none of this is peel and stick on this sheet right here. I'm trying to figure out what those two little things are for. They got to go on something. Let me refer to the instructions. Number 38. Where does 38 go? Okay, it goes. That's supposed to go on these. Oh, I guess they go on sideways across that. Okay, so I'll just leave that on there for right now. Now here's the fun part. This one's not peel and stick, but you got to put the window in here. So it looks like that window right there. So the plastic cement won't work on that. It might melt the acetate, but most of the time it doesn't melt the acetate. So I'm going to put super glue, a little dab of super glue on the edge. On the top and the bottom of this thing, just to hold the glass in place. Little dab there and a little dab there. Let me take the backing off of here. That way I can see what I'm doing. Well, we'll let that set for a while. I don't want to turn it over and then do the other side, so maybe we'll do that one tomorrow night. All right. So what else do we got on here? That's about all I could do put together right now. I'll put the windows and all the bump outs on before I assemble this. I'll have to paint this, and I'll have to paint the shingles and then put them on the roof. So what else is there? That's about it. I'll remove this right here. Save that for later. Put that right there. All right. What else can I do here? Okay, let me show you the other deals here. I had another picture here somewhere. Oh yeah. Here's the other three buildings as they're sitting up on the layout. And basically all of them, all the ones that I have are going to be stained with the India ink and alcohol solution. So the next one's going to be the same way. So there you go. All right. I think I'm going to call it a night. We're already at an hour and a half into this. All right. I could do an ad on here. If you haven't been on Truth Social, that's a good place to go. If you're looking for a great place online for news, and I guess I have to add this to the thing before I can do it. I can only do ads on here if I get over a certain amount of things, but I think I have to put the campaign in the description before I could do it. So, okay, well, do that the next time. Oh, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, there's a. What I'm going to do, we got 18, or let me see, we got 19 people on Rumble and 26 people on YouTube. I'm going to keep it on Rumble for just a little bit longer for like a little bit of an after party. So if you're interested in going over there, I'm not sure. And there you go. Thank you. Oh, Reggie, thanks for stopping in. Nice building. Oh, thank you. All right. So I don't know if that link worked last time, but let me see. Just go to rumble.com and look up Tom Kovichak. Right there. And only Rumble Studio can see that. Okay, hold on. Jim says he's going to Rumble. Yep. Jeff Sykes. Good night, everyone from Michigan, and once more from the train show I did Sunday. I am on Mr. Steve's YouTube channel. He interviewed me on there selling my stuff. All right, good to know. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Gerald, for putting that up there. Okay. Thanks. Okay. All right, there we go. So if you're on YouTube, you're going to get a blurred screen, and you won't be able to hear the audio, but you'll still be able to see. It'll look like blurred, but you'll be able to see everything in the background. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to get over here if you feel like coming over here before I switch it over. Let me play one song and put up a picture until we get there. Let me put this picture back up here and play a short song. Lonely Guitar. It's only about a minute long. And then I'll switch it over to Rumble. All right. Well, welcome aboard, Thomas. Good to see you in here. There we go. You'll enjoy it. Unfortunately, I can't hear the song, so I gotta monitor my thingy over here to see when it's ended. Well, it sounded like it ended. Okay. Okay. Let me switch on over to Rumble only. Those of you on, oh man, did it go again? Okay, there we go. It shut off. Yeah, they don't have a countdown timer on it, and it's not supposed to loop. All right, so let me put this other camera on over here. All right, so thank you all for stopping in on YouTube. I'll be back on tomorrow night on both Rumble and YouTube. If you can, try to join me on Rumble because we'll be doing a lot longer on there. So I'm going to be on Rumble only in 3, 2, 1 now.
can claim. I ain't got a single penny to my name. My neighbor, he says he's bothered by what I cannot see. He says that I can launder off what clothes should be. But at the end of the day, the end of the day, it's all that matters. Oh, I pray just to feel good at the end of the day. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, yeah, it's all that matters. Oh, I pray just to feel good at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you gotta feel good at the end of the day. It's all that matters. Oh, I pray just to feel good